stepped. Now he stepped more parallel. Crowd's loving it.
Deuce.
It's not often that you see Stan Smith show much emotion on a tennis court, but he is pumped up. He's got the adrenaline flowing. He jumped off the ground when he made that forehand passing shot.
He almost jumped off the ground when he hit it. That's how hard he ripped it.
Now we'll see what Smith does. See, he's standing away again. See, he's moved over. Vitas might try to go wide on him here. Another big forehand by Smith, and it's break point again.
Advantage Smith.
As the server, you've got two ways to take care of that. You either spin your first serve in and don't let him look at the second serve, or take a chance and go wide. Now you see Smith over into that doubles alley. Again, he's saying, I'm going to hit forehand unless you hit an extra good serve. And he got a double fault. And we go into a tiebreaker for the second set in a row. And you could see the wheels turning out there.
We shall now play the tiebreaker. Mr. Smith to serve first.
Stan Smith will serve the first point, just 1 point. And then Gerulaitis will serve 2. Remember, first player to reach 7 and win by 2 wins the tiebreaker.
Quiet.
That's wide.
1-0 Smith.
Smith is already standing a little bit wider. Some quick stuff. Very close range.
It is 4-2 Van Dillen now in the second set. That's over in the grandstand.
Smith.
Van Dillen won the first set over Guillermo Vilas.
And as you heard, it is 2-0 Smith in this tiebreaker.
Just
2-1 Smith.
One of the cardinal sins for good tennis players, don't miss that defensive lob wide. Players have time to get around it to smash it anyway, so try to go down the center of the court if you can. Smith serving 2-1. Good shot by Gerulaitis.
2-all.
Now it's Gerulaitis' turn to try to take advantage of the second serve. Smith hit an excellent second serve.
3-2 Smith.
And you can feel the tension, can't you?
Both players double faulted in the first tiebreaker in the first set. Smith twice. Eric Van Dillen now is up 5-2 over Vilas to the grandstand. That's in the second set. Van Dillen won the first set.
Good forehand, right straight at Gerulaitis.
4-2 Smith.
As they change ends, Smith leads 4-2. They're not supposed to stop, and they're not supposed to get towels. There is Gerulaitis.
Vitas.
I'm sorry, Vilas, and obviously very, very concerned.
He should be. The number 6 seed is in danger of leaving. Back in the stadium, Stan Smith leads the 4th-seeded player, Vitas Gerulaitis, in a tiebreaker in the second set. Score is 4-2 Smith. Gerulaitis won the first set 7-6. That also in a tiebreaker. (5-2) Smith.
5-2 Smith.
And now Stan has 2 serves. He can serve out this set if he can win both of these points. Oh, good shot by Gerulaitis. He has been going down the line with that backhand.
5-3 Smith.
And that time he went cross course with success. Deep volley pays off for Smith.
6-3 Smith.
And he now has a handful of set points.
Quietly, please.
Pat, I'll tell you one thing. If Vitas misses his first serve, Stan Smith will be so far to the left you won't believe it. Good play by Gerulaitis. Under pressure.
6-4.
Good first
Smith.
serve under pressure, too.
And I'll tell you what, hitting that overhead under that situation is not the simplest thing. Still set point for Smith. And even if Gerulaitis wins this point, Stan will have a serve for the set. And it's now 6-5 and still set point for Smith. But he is serving. Save and play by Gerulaitis to get even at 6-all. And again, the players will change ends.
Have to win by 2. Gerulaitis won the tiebreaker in the first set 7-4.
Stan Smith was ahead 6-3 in this one. You might recall Connors was down 3-6 to Vijay Amritraj and ran off 5 in a row.
Quietly, please.
Now Gerulaitis cheating over just a little bit. Not a good lob by Gerulaitis. And again, it is set point for Smith. But this time,
Smith.
Gerulaitis is serving. First serve's a fault. Now you see Stan Smith. He has both feet in the doubles alley. Determined to hit a forehand on this second serve. And what a good serve by Gerulaitis up the center.
7-all.
That's what you've got to be able to do.
Both players taking a little time to towel off. 7-all.
This is why some call this lingering death. It is not sudden death. They have to win by 2, so we'll keep on going.
Just long.
Smith again cheating towards the center. Had the easiest forehand he's had in a week and missed it. And Gerulaitis now has set point.
8-7, Gerulaitis.
Looked as if Stan couldn't make up his mind where to go with that ball.
Seemed to be an obvious cross-court play, and I think Stan felt that that's what Vitas was thinking. He's got it.
Man, second set, Gerulaitis
wins the second set in a tiebreaker.
Over to the grandstand.
In the grandstand, Erik Van Dillen serving for the second set. He won the first set. He is unseeded against the number 6 seed, Guillermo Vilas, and there is the score, 6-2 and 5-3, 40-30.
Tim, as we've been watching this match, we've been remarking how far Vilas is standing back behind the baseline to return serve, and Erik Van Dillen hasn't got a big serve, and I don't understand why Vilas hasn't moved in closer to make more effective returns.
Vilas pulls back to deuce with a backhand volley. Van Dillen defeated Colin Dowdeswell and Joel Bailey to get here to the third round. Vilas eliminated Oni Perrin and Ramiro Benavides of Bolivia. Van Dillen, known mainly as a doubles player, has not been terribly successful in singles during his professional career, bothered by a back problem. He's 28, from San Mateo, California. He's been an outstanding doubles player over the years.
Super cross-court forehand passing shot from Vilas there. He held the ball and waited till Van Dillen moved to the center of the court, giving him a little bit of room for the cross-court. Hasn't been playing well in this match, Vilas. For some reason, he's very, very tentative. Most of his shots, when they get into baseline rallies, are up and down the middle of the court, landing short. He's been practicing like crazy all the time, and I feel he's leaving a lot of his form on the practice court.
That was good, and Vilas has pulled to 4-5 here in the second set. Van Dillen won the first 6-2. And we'll be back with more tennis action from Flushing Meadow after this word.
5-4, second set.
Honey, is this homeowner's insurance high?
I don't know. Think it's too much?
How would I know?
Compare with Allstate.
Compare?
Bring in your policy and compare rates. If you have a good deal, we'll tell you. But for many, chances are we've got a better deal.
We've got a better deal.
Allstate might save you some money, but you'll never know until you bring in your policy and compare.
Oh, that's a good deal.
When you want to save on homeowners insurance, Allstate wants to help.
That's a promise from us, the good hands people.
America in the 20s, the age of wonderful nonsense. Flappers flipped over kitty straps. Oh, you kid. The 40s, boogie woogie in the USO. Hep cats jived and Kinney was in the groove. Today, America moves to a new beat. Kinney moves to it too. Kinney kept in step. Kinney stays in step with America. Step out and explore at the great American, great American, great American shoe store.
Today you bringing home your new baby and your wife, and gathered round the people who mean so much in your life. Oh, come on and taste the Pepsi way. Come on and have a Pepsi day. Have a Pepsi day.
On the grandstand court, Guillermo Vitas of Argentina, the number 6 seed, is serving at 4-5. Eric Van Dillen, currently ranked 114 on the computer. Vilas ranked number 4.
Seems like we could be heading for another tiebreak here, and there's been a few tiebreaks around. With Stan Smith just losing a close one in the second set to Vitas Gerulaitis on the stadium court. He's down 2 sets to love.
9-7. Gerulaitis coming from behind to win that tiebreaker. He's down 6-3, as I recall.
That's right. Stan looked like he was going to run the set out. Well, Vilas, anyway, trying to fight his way out of trouble. He's standing a long way over from the center to serve that. This is trying to get Van Dillen out of court. When he gets him out of court, he doesn't do anything.
He gets a backhand error there is what he gets.
You see that return from Van Dillen, Tim? It was a slow return, and Vilas should have been taking it on the baseline. Instead, he took about 3 or 4 steps back and hit it 6 foot behind the baseline. Lost all his advantage of getting Van Dillen off court with a good serve.
30-love Vilas. Vilas nearly into the seats trying to save that off the overhead from Van Dillen, and John Newcomb of Van Dillen has played awfully well at the net, and that's been a factor in the score so far.
Eric has very good volleys up the net, especially angled volleys, and that last rally was sort of the pattern of the match so far. Vilas hanging behind the baseline, not taking the ball on the rise. First one to play the short ball, and Van Dillen taking the short ball and moving to real good net position. Guillermo very loath to attack, to come into the net unless he feels very, very sure. Eric wanted to come in himself then. Boy, that's some smash at 15-30 down. Sorry, it was 30-15. Yeah, not as much pressure there, though.
40-15.
It got him to 40-15. He let it all hang out on that one. Eric Van Dillen won a satellite tournament just a few weeks ago here in New York State.
40-30.
40-30. He's been playing singles a little more strongly during the past year, but still a long way down, as we mentioned in the computer rankings. This would be an enormous win for him over Vilas. A long way to go.
He had some very, very bad back problems last year. Is playing from way back behind the baseline, and he's just getting no initiative in the rallies. Seems to be content to hit the ball up and down the middle of the court and hope the other guy's going to miss.
Vilas, as we mentioned, defeated Oni Perrin, Ramiro Benavides, and Van Dillen got by Colin Dodswell and Joel Bailey. Third round men's singles action, best of 5 sets.
Advantage Vilas.
Whipping the forehand down the line, advantage Vilas. Trying to pull even at 5 here in the second set.
Look how far back he hit that one from.
Game Vitas. The game.
He gets even at 5-all. Van Dillen making one of his rare volleying errors today.
Well, it wasn't that easy a volley, although he was, you know, in at the net, Tim. The Vilas had topspun the ball back at him, and it was dropping and below net height and still dropping with the topspin on it. So it was a tough one for Van Dillen to decide what he should do with it.
In his last tournament, Van Dillen lost in the 3rd round to Paul Cronk up at the Canadian Open in Toronto.
That's a super topspin lob from way out of court, from behind the baseline too. That's a tough shot to hit and get it over anyone's head.
Love 15, Van Dillen.
Another beautiful lob with the use of topspin, and not many players can play that shot as well as Vilas can off the backhand side. A topspin lob. Nastasi can do it, and a couple of other guys, but not too many on the circuit. I know it's tough because it's a shot I can't hit.
Vilas was down 5-2 in the 2nd set.
Look how far back now he is on the 2nd serve. That's I just don't understand that.
Van Dillen misses again.
Love 40.
His attacking style led him to victory in the 1st set and a 5-2 lead here in the 2nd. Now starting to fail him. Vilas pumped up some now. Goes ahead 6-5 here in the 2nd set. And we'll be back with more U.S. Open tennis action in just a moment.
2nd set.
Of all the ranges and microwave ovens, does any one name really stand out? At Whirlpool, we make many kinds of ranges with continuous or self-cleaning ovens. But we go further and make one with counter space, too. Variable power and touch controls come on our microwave ovens. But we make one that can even compute start time. Why do ours stand out? At Whirlpool, we just wouldn't make them any other way.
At Whirlpool, quality is our way of life.
Here's to good friends. The key's supposed to be under the steps.
I got it. Hey, here's a note. Gentlemen, my country estate is at your disposal. There might even be a little something in the refrigerator. Regards, Hank.
Let it be low and brown.
Low and brown.
Oh.
When you want the taste of a truly great American beer, tonight, let it be Low and Brow.
Here's the Hank.
Wherever he is.
Low and brown.
Here's what Roden Track's Letter from Europe columnist had to say about the new Audi 4000 after a run through Germany, Switzerland, Italy, and France. A brilliant piece of engineering. By far the best car announced in the past year. In fact, it's the best full-size European car under 2 liters. Test drive the new Audi 4000 at your Porsche Audi dealer and see if you don't agree.
Coverage from the grandstand court at the National Tennis Center. Guillermo Vilas serving now to force a tiebreaker here in the 2nd set. Pardon me, he leads 6-5 in the 2nd set. Van Dillen trying to break to get a tiebreaker. Stretch volley there from Van Dillen, but a passing shot from Vilas. Tim Ryan with John Newcomb covering the grandstand court. Pat Summerall and Tony Trabert are in the stadium, and of course we'll be going back there for Vitas, Gerulaitis, and Stan Smith. 15 love Vilas.
Well, that's the one shot that Van Dillen has really been hitting well this afternoon, is that forehand drive, and he's taken some in just in normal rallies, baseline to baseline, and taken the ball early and clubbed some winners that I thought were excellent shots.
Vilas battled back like this here on CBS a few weeks ago against Jimmy Connors in the final. Lost the first set. Won the second one strongly. Ultimately lost the match, however, in the best of 3.
And Dillon trying to set up the rally here to get to the net if he can. Comes now. Well, the reaction of the players, I guess that was in.
It was close to the line, but it was good.
30-15.
30-15. Vilas looking a little bit more confident. It's hard to read him, as it's hard to read Borg, but he is a little more capable of showing his emotions, and right now he just looks more intense, a little more confident. Things going more his way. We do not know if he was successful in having the linesman removed. We have not seen that the referee has appeared to deal with his request.
Rushed a little bit then. He wanted to chip the second serve and get to the net behind it if he could, but it was a good second serve from Vilas. It came in a bit faster than normally he would hit it, and it had good bounce. Shot away as it hit the court.
Vilas can even the set score with a winning point.
You better believe he'll be relieved too, Tim, if he wins this set. He would not have liked to have been down 2 sets to love, especially in these humid conditions.
Van Dillon stays alive.
30.
It's out. And so Guillermo Vilas has won this second set, coming from 5-2 down. He wins it 7-5, and they're even at 1 set apiece. And now we're going to move over to action on court number 7, where we have a men's second round doubles match underway. Peter Fleming and John McEnroe against John Lloyd and Fred McNair. John Lloyd is serving from the top of your screen. The score in this match: in the first set, McEnroe Fleming, the top seeds, won at 6-2, and they lead 3-2 here in the second set. So Lloyd is serving at 2-3. Receiving is Fleming on the right of your screen in the foreground. McEnroe on the left side. Freddie McNair playing the net at the top of your screen. Double fault from John Lloyd.
50.
Tim, Lloyd has to be a little tired today. He had an unbelievable match yesterday. He won 7-6 in the 5th set. The match took 4 hours.
To watch part of that, he was down 2 sets to love. It was quite a remarkable comeback to keep himself alive in the singles, and he next meets John McEnroe tomorrow.
I don't know whether that ball was in, was it?
McEnroe thinks it was. 30-all is the score.
McEnroe and Fleming have really done well in doubles. They've been playing together about 14 months now. They've really combined well. In fact, they've combined so well in the last 14 months. They're now the #1 ranked doubles pair in the world.
They've won 7 titles this year, and they're seated #1, as we said a moment ago. Score here is 5-2, and so match point is the situation, and was. They're now to deuce. We have an updated score. We are not physically out there, obviously, so we just received that updated score. We're at deuce.
That shadow across the back of the court, Tim, has to make it hard to receive serve, and also when you're coming in to hit the first volley. missing that volley is not one that Lloyd would normally miss by that far, and I'm sure that he had trouble just seeing it coming out of the shadows into the light again. Slight mistiming.
Uh-oh. Fleming missing.
I watched them in Canada a couple of weeks ago playing doubles up there when they won the title, and one of the things that they did really well was when McEnroe returns, Fleming is all over the net trying to pick off the first volley.
He's a big man. Good cross court from Fleming.
I asked Peter Fleming after the match, about that tactic where he stands in and then closes in on the net. You can see how close he is to the center line. And he said that's something they do well at first.
McEnroe misses the backhand service return. It goes back to deuce. Let's see it again, John, just what you were talking about.
Well, McEnroe doesn't do it as much as Fleming does. He'll move in closer after the first serve. Now you see McEnroe moving close up to the net because he knows it's probably going to be a better return hit by Fleming. Very tight in on the net.
It's out.
Advantage, McEnroe.
All right, well, what Fleming is going to do here, that he said they weren't doing it first. He said before they started playing together, he used to stand back on the service line. And they decided he'd stand in closer, and when he did that, they started playing better together.
Peter Fleming from New Jersey. And that's it. Fleming and McEnroe, the #1 seeds in the men's doubles, have eliminated Lloyd and McNair 6-2 and 6-2 and move on to third round action in men's doubles. We'll be back with more tennis action from the U.S. Open at Flushing Meadow in just a moment.
Some people say America's falling behind in innovation. That sure isn't true of the tire business, where Goodyear is #1 worldwide. We got there by investing in the future. In the last 4 years, we've spent $1 billion on innovation and new equipment to put extra value into every Goodyear product you buy. Because when we're out front, you come out ahead. Innovation, it keeps Goodyear out front and pulling away.
Do you sit around on weekends thinking you're relaxing? Well, think about this. Recreation can be more relaxing and refreshing than sitting around. So come on, make the best of your recreation time with AMF. We make Voigt balls, head, tennis rackets, skis, and sportswear. AMF bowling equipment.
I've been thinking about doing that for a long time.
AMF. We make weekends.
Solar power. We've been using it to power spacecraft. Someday, solar energy will take its place with other fuels on Earth. With this first solar-heated school, Westinghouse scientists are working to bring that day closer. With solar homes, and for the future, large systems for collecting and concentrating solar energy. We must depend on coal and nuclear energy for the foreseeable future. But solar progress is underway now at Westinghouse, a powerful part of your life.
Pat Summerall with Tony Trabert in the stadium. Louis Armstrong Stadium, watching Stan Smith battle Vitas Gerulaitis. And battle it has been, Tony.
It really has, Pat, although this third set,
30-15.
Gerulaitis broke out to a 4-love lead. He had 2 service breaks, and then Stan Smith got one of those breaks back with some big forehands, and he's serving at 30-15, trailing 1-4 in the third. He's down 2 sets to love. Fine shot.
The 2 sets
40,
he lost
15.
were thrillers, though both of them in a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker scores in the first one was 7-4, and the second it was 9-7. Smith had a chance to win that second set, a good chance.
Game, Smith.
So now Gerulaitis' lead is cut to 4-2.
Gerulaitis leads 4 games to 2.
The shadow that you mentioned as the sun lowers, the big scoreboard up above the stadium casts that shadow in this one end as you see it. And that can be a little bit difficult for the person playing at that end. Gerulaitis to serve at 4-2 in the third.
Love.
It's been a good match. The crowd has appreciated it. Two guys just playing good tennis.
Been no arguments.
Good shot. Booming return by Smith. The second one he rolled with extra topspin to get a better angle. Pat, while we were away covering some of the other courts, it appeared to me that Stan was getting a little bit tired. He didn't cover the net as well when he was serving coming in, but looks as though he's gotten a little bit of a second wind here.
Does. Gonna need it.
30-15.
Another good serve by Gerulaitis.
40-15.
His percentage of first serves has been quite good, and that has really, I think, been the difference. Gerulaitis holds serve, and he now leads 5-2 in the third set.
America, if you want full-size room, ride, and comfort with impressive fuel economy and cruising range,
this is it!
The 1979 Caprice and Impala offer a 33% increase in fuel economy over the 1975.
This is it!
An estimated 336 miles of city driving on a tank of gas, 441 miles on the highway.
This is it.
And now you could save hundreds of dollars on a new Caprice and Impala because Chevy's Best is on sale. See your Chevy dealer now.
If you suffer with athlete's foot, you should know what these students helped us confirm here at the University of New Mexico in a major clinical study. Proof that nothing is more effective than Desinex for treatment of athlete's foot. We used students with sore, itching athlete's foot to test Desinex against the two other leading brands. Results? Scientific evidence that short of a prescription, nothing is better than the medicines in Desinex. Nothing. So if you've got athlete's foot, don't blame Desinex.
This is the world's most revolutionary telephone switching invention. We call it Super Switcher. It handles 4 times more calls and may save us $1 billion a year. Just imagine that each of these cars is a long-distance call. Super Switcher could handle 5 days' traffic on a busy LA freeway. That ought to prevent traffic jams on your long-distance calls.
The Bell System, keeping your communication system the best in the world.
The NFL on CBS starts tomorrow. Regional games include the Giants at Philadelphia, San Francisco 49ers against Minnesota, Atlanta at New Orleans, and Dallas at St. Louis, Green Bay against Chicago. The series has been going on for a long, long time. A tennis match that's been going on for a long time, too, is the one we're watching between Stan Smith and Vitas Gerulaitis.
And there's no tomorrow for Stan Smith. He's got to hold serve and get a break, or he's in the locker room a loser.
Love.
First serve is a let.
40 love.
Fourth double fault.
Ace.
I'm sorry, ace. I forgot about the lead. Here's the fourth ace.
That ball fell in about 2 feet.
40-15.
Stanley's saying to himself, how on earth could I let that thing go? Good crisp volley by Stan Smith. So Vitas Gerulaitis.
Gerulaitis leads 5-3.
Is serving for the match.
New balls.
At 5-3, and he gets new balls. If you're serving well, that new ball situation is an advantage. Of course, the return can come back that much faster. Watching Gerulaitis prepare to serve sort of reminds me a bit of McEnroe, the way he swings that racket up in the back, bounce it and swing it. That's trouble.
15 love.
Stan looking for a short second serve, hoping to get the return down. He had already committed going forward, so he was a sitting duck.
See an old friend of yours trotting up through the stands?
Yeah, great guy, tournament director Billy Talbert. Sartorial splendor.
Love.
Stan shaking his head because he got that forehand, his favorite shot. Wasn't able to make the passing shot. So Gerulaitis at 30 love is 2 points away from running this match out. It's been a good one.
Third round match on day number 5. A little bit long.
And it's triple match point for Gerulaitis. Smith had a good swing and a passing shot. He got it high, and Gerulaitis guessed right. Vitas again, second point in a row, goes back for a towel.
Finally, please.
That's it. The match.
Gerulaitis.
Gerulaitis wins 7-6, 7-6, 6-3.
We'll be back with